Hello YouTube, ibuprofen here again, just to talk about one of my favorite decks, Shanks, the Hockey Man. If you just go through my YouTube channel, you can see that I do have a handful of videos about the Hockey Man, but I was just thinking that I wanted to do a quick history breakdown of the Hockey Man, and then also just talk about how the red structure decks, the Shank structure decks, impacted this deck. So, right here, I have Noel, and this is one of the deck lists that he popularized. Initially, the first player to build this is back in OP09. The first player was a that ran these Red Hawks. His name was Rain slash Water, and he ran this for the tier 1 deck at the time, which was Blue Dofi. But when it comes to Noel, he posted this and did more testing, and he was able to really just kind of popularize this list where you get the standard really good red hair pirates card, um, and then you have the 4 relays, 4 boss monsters, and a lot of these aggro builds. And this list was built for OP09, and the number one deck at the time, a lot of the Asia players felt like Dofi was number one. Blackbeard was in the tier 1, but just below Dofi. And they said Shanks was tier 1.5. You can see that in Eggman's list, Shanks back in OP09 did a lot of topping. But this is the tier list for OP09, and if you look at our meta, Shanks was actually really popular. When it transitioned from OP09 to OP10, there was a structure deck in between where we got these really cool Rush Luffy. And this is where Shanks developed. This was a topping list um, back in Perth Regional. Um, but if you just see, they're still running a lot of the same types of package. A lot. This is for OPO10. You can see that you got the Otama, my favorite red card, and then you got the new cards. This 2K Chopper, that's a blocker. They have the 3K Sanji, which was a really good tempo card slash aggressive card, and then this new Luffy, Rush Luffy, which was like super cracked, where it had Rush and it was able to move a Restodon to either your leader or character. This originally, I in OPO10, Blackbeard was a really strong deck, but with the introduction of this green or this type of Luffy, where I was able to move the Dawn around, Shanks actually kind of shifted the momentum, because the Blackbeard players couldn't handle the aggression. When it came to this Luffy, Dragon really helped seal the deal, and then we always had that Goldie Roger to go for game. And a lot of times, if it did go for late game, right here, oh gosh, I forget what it's called. This card right here, the Mole Gun, can clear like huge bodies. And yeah, and after OPO10, uh, I feel like Shanks was becoming more popular because this was like the new half set where you can get a green purple Luffy. And people who know the meta right now in OPO12, the green purple Luffy is one of the best deck in the format. I don't want to bait nobody. Blue purple Luffy is the hands down best leader of our format. Just because if they're able to safely get to the late game, they're essentially drawing 2 cards a turn, and that card advantage can really help them snowball. Um, but one and then the second best deck in my opinion is GP Luffy. So when it came to the half set, I actually won a couple local treasure cups with this Shanks list, and this is my list. This is the EB, and basically I made this like quick guide for a group of buddies, but I took back the rush variants, and I transitioned into a very controlled Shanks, and this list just ate up the GP Luffys in the area, where you have the Otama to search. This Lucky Roo didn't really do anything other than clear the 4-cost Zoro. I Building Snake was one of the best cards in the deck, where like GP, UP aren't able to remove this card very easily, and this Marco would just get so much value where you can just play Building Snake early, and then utilize it for a Marco, or Building Snake Ben Beckman, Building Snake Rayleigh. This deck had so much removal, and I just built like this brief guide just talking about like when to use a leader ability. It's When it comes to Shanks, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, just -1. A lot of times you don't want to -1 right off the bat, off of the first swing. It always depends on the game state, but I feel like using Shanks' ability, uh, you have some thought into it. Most of the times, this like this really helps the early game. So if someone just tries swinging 5 at you without thinking, you just hockey leader ability. I remember back in this meta, people would just swing 5 just to make sure you're paying attention. Um, Sometimes I will eat swings just so we can have the board turn. Sometimes they'll swing and I won't like I might hockey early so I can see if they'll swing their bodies. Or if they swing 6 at me, I might take it to see if they move their body so I can kind of control board. Um, this deck was very board centric. This was a really fun deck build I built during the EBO2 meta. I also felt like this control variant of Shanks was just better Lucci. Sure, they have Jack, but I have my Edward Newgate, and then in the time I played a lot of games where someone would drop their 10-drop Kuzan, and then I just answer it with a KO Shanks. It was epic. Even if I didn't have a KO Shanks, I just like a lot of these combo pieces is able to clear such tall bodies. The classic Otama Building Snake, fantastic. Gives me or no Otama Divine Departure. Able to clear 10k. If someone plays a kid, I just Divine Departure. It's um, this deck was a pretty strong leader during the EBO2 meta. You can give this a read. You can press pause. You can read my little note here. Right here, I just said Building Snake is MVP. And you can even see in OP12 Shanks List, where Japanese players would be playing 4 Building Snakes, of course, but then they'll put in like 2 Gordons or 2 of the race max, depending on the rarity, because the -3 was so good that it really helped put your opponent's bodies at a power level where you can clear it with either Ben Beckman, Rayleigh, or with the 7-cost new game. Or you can always minus a character and just swing into it. Like the 8-cost kid, 8k body is such a big hill to go over. But you just Building Snake, that 8k becomes a 5k, and it's slim pickings. They are basically like dumping all their cards out of their hands just to protect it. Right here, for this deck, this was specifically for people who played against GP during the meta, or during the EBO2. I just broke down everything where, we can. This is specifically for GP. You can just pause, give it a quick read. I felt like when it comes to Red Shanks and EBO2, it was very tempo based and board centric, where everything I can build bodies while removing bodies. And then I don't know how much in depth did I go into. And then I just broke down the GP matchup, and even in OP11. With the structure deck, I feel like Shanks has such a good matchup into GP. where we're just able to, just swing face. It doesn't matter. We don't need to starve a GP. We just deplete their resources because we're just controlling their board. Their stage helps protect their cost base, but we're power based, so we're able to just remove a lot of their characters and boards, and just stay so dominant. And then I also talk about like mulligans in the EB matchup. If you want to do control Shanks, this is a pretty solid list. But everything changes when the Fire Nation attack. JK. I'm here talking about the structure deck. They came out with this handsome leader right here. I actually really don't like the art, but this is a really this is the structure deck that it came with. Um, and initially, a lot of the people who saw the structure deck were looking at these two cards right here. This Ben Beckman is basically the red version of what was it? This Ben Beckman basically just removed like a Brook, 4K base power less. It just KO it, but like you have to trash a card, so it's kind of okay. Um, But this Shanks, it was the talk of the town, where if your opponent has AK, like plays a body that's AK base power, this gets -3. So this becomes a 6 cost 10k, and it helps protect your leader. So this is like everyone was really excited. But if you look at the previous list, like what cards do you cut? Like what cards can I remove to add in another boss monster? Because the last thing we want is more bricks. And then this Uta, people were kind of 50-50 on it. They weren't sure if the Chopper 2K was better or this Uta was better. A lot of the times people are like, this is like a late game card because you need a body established in order to have this be a 2 cost blocker. But late game, if you're able to play this Shanks, this has such high defensive potential, because this Shanks late game, if your opponent has a big body, this is a 6, so you can play this, make your leader a 7k, and because you have a 10k body on board, this becomes a 2, and you have a blocker. This is a really good combo together, and people were very excited. um I don't think a lot of people were excited about this Luffy. I'm looking at it. I'm just like, what does this Luffy even do? It's a film card, Supernova Straw Hat. You may rest one Dawn card, and this character give opponent -1. In my head, like, Building Snake just does it so much better. And then Yasop was the other new card, where this is the red hair version of the 1 cost Nami from OP11, where you're able to move a rested Don to a leader character. But if you watch a lot of the videos of the structure decks, um, the Uta and the new Shanks were the ones that were making a really big splash, and people were very excited about. But if you look right now, the big wave is just UP Luffy. It's all the Luffy decks, right? It's green purple Luffy that we just talked about. It's blue purple Luffy that we just talked about. Uh, Black purple, they have the new structure deck as well, where they have that Luffy that also makes their leader 6k. Um, all the like Gum Gum, the GGG, the 1 cost purple event, is just super broken. So any of the purple Luffy decks, even P Luffy, is such a strong deck. And I think a lot of people, there's not a lot of Shank showing, and uh, people weren't able to kind of figure out what decks or how to build Shanks anymore, in my opinion. There's not a lot of people taking Shanks to a regional. There's not a lot of showings. And even if you just YouTube OP11 Shanks, we can YouTube it together. Um, let's see. Uh, Shanks TCG. There's just a lot of older videos. Oh, 5 days ago. Ooh, so we have VV Theory doing a deck, and this is his variation of the Shanks list. I mad respect. This is 2 weeks ago, OP11. So there's a lot of breakdowns, and you can see here OP11. This is 2 weeks ago. He's playing the stage and building Snake. It's not very clear to me if Barry TCG has put in the new structure decks. Right here. I've seen this video. This guy, give it a watch. Grand Line Gaming. He actually gave me the inspiration of making this Shanks video, where you can see he is adding like Shirayas, he's adding four Utas, that new Yasop. So like this guy's cooking. He got a lot of good spice in. Um, I was doing a lot of like testing, and then you can see like there's this Indonesia gaming, but they don't show you the deck list, and we're just wondering like what is good, what's good. Like this guy PHI 2 weeks ago, this is a pretty solid list. Like he still got the aggro Luffy's, Dragon solid. He maxed out on Divine Departure. Right now, Shanks, I feel like there isn't one definite list for Shanks right now. Um, because everyone's still cooking. I think people are waiting to see who's the trailblazer, who's gonna bring this deck in top. And a lot of times, I feel like our meta is defined by what Asia does, like Japan or Singapore, or Indonesia, Thailand, like all the like even China. I feel like we're able to look at that as a template and be able to cook our on our end, and see what is good in a Shanks list. So like this was kind of the history. This is me just jibber jabbering, but this is where I type in note, and I found this list right here. It's a Japanese guy who decided to cut the Rayleigh and to cut the new gate, which seems crazy. It looks like we're removing the removal, and I the more I thought about it, it made sense, because initially the Rayleigh was really good for the aggro matchups. It took care of Blue Dofi when they try to push out like 3 to 2 bodies a turn. Rayleigh was able to control that. Newgate, especially like in Newgate 2, where we can use Building Snake and reduce and just clear body. Um, by them taking these cards out, these removals, it's possible for us to slide in this Shakes, the 9 cost Shakes, where we're able to play this deck in more of a tempo deck, and we don't need the removals anymore, in my opinion. This You can watch his YouTube video. It's kind of in Japanese, but it not kind of, it is in Japanese. You can look his channel up, is Torres Binks, um, and he pushes deck list right here, and I've been really enjoying his deck list. Um, that 4 cost, like that power reduced Shanks is so impactful. So this list has made such a big change from OP09. You can see the progression where you don't even have searchers because you just play good red cards. And then you don't even play searchers because you just play good red cards. And then for EBO2, you start to play searchers because now you're playing the combo pieces to be able to remove bodies. Um, and now we have these new structure decks where this Japanese player is running the Utas, has 4 of the minus Shanks, has 4 of the new Shanks where we can do tempo. Ben Beckman, best red card that trashes a character. This Uta's a blocker and a 2K. This Yasop, I'm not gonna lie, was not a favorite of mine, but in EBO2, with the progression of other 6K leaders, this is really great. I really like this Yasop because I become a 6K leader. Even in UP, they try to swing 6. Yo, hockey ability. Um, it's a really good threshold. It feels nice being a 6K leader, even if it's a turn. This Lucky Roo is a great card to help manage aggro. So I've been testing this deck. This card eats Bello Betty, double 2Ks. Like to see the Lime Juice coming back. Otama, my favorite. And this Yasop is cracked. The more I think about it, it's a 1K counter. It's searchable, so it's not a brick. But it helps you play your tempo plays and still be able to swing 6. So the strong Luffy, so like GP, UP, they become 6K leaders. Yasop, move a Dawn to your leader, swing 6. It's fantastic. And, you know, I think just having that consistency portion, he's running the event. I think triggers like draw a card. And, um, you know, you can read this article. I'll post it down below. Um, I think he just breaks down everything, but nothing beats this. Like just playtesting. You know, just he breaks down his rationale for every card, and like other candidates and like why he doesn't do it. After seeing this list, I made my own list. Um, I like to sample ideas. So this was my original idea. And let me pull up my sim. This is my list that I landed on. And I'm happy to break it down. I think Honesty Impact is just so good. Um, right now, the best deck in the format, I'm gonna say this until I'm a broken record, is UP Luffy. Um, this card is able to remove Katakuri, Big Mom, Sanji, and I still have 4 Dawn left over to play with. So I'm sure the reason why I'm running the deck as the ratio as I am, I'm happy to explain it. I think Otama has been the best red card, best 2K red card in the history of One Piece. Just being able to reduce a body for 1 and it being a 2K. It's super solid. Auto 4 and she's super cute. Uta is going to look at the top 5, searching a red hair pirate. The only caveat is you can't search Uta, so you can't grab this card. Sad. Yasop, I like to run S4 because if you look at a lot of my lists, I like to run it very clean, very consistent. And playing a Yasop early is pretty cool because versus especially against UP, because you're able to consistently just bug them out and swing 6. It's always frustrating when you want to develop a board and you can't swing because there's 6K body. Yasop played early can mitigate that. Hongo, more expensive Uta, but Hongo's dope because you can establish it on the board and use that -2 at any time, which comes up. Lime Juice, it's a good card to go for game, because it just stuns a blocker, but just know that this is just a 2K, but it does come up. Lucky Roo, best blocker against aggro decks. This will eat up Bello Betties or Zoros that are out there. And this takes out original powers of 6K or less. I like Silver Rayleigh. I really do. I decided to cut 2 of the Lime Juices from the original list because this is basically a net 0 card. On play, if it meets conditions where you have your opponent has 2 characters with the original power of 5K or less, you draw 2 and discard 1. So this card basically replaces itself as well as helps you cycle. This is the other Yasop. Like I said, this card's really growing at me, but I don't feel like it's so impactful that I want it as a 5 of. But on play, giving yourself you becoming a 6k leader, and then being able to use Yasop to move Adon over to swing into the body as a 7 and reducing another character as -1 does come up and is pretty lit. Uta, solid 2k, great blocker late game. Ben Beckman just trashes the 6k or less. And if you look at the meta, like there's so many cards that are 6k and less, and this is so good. Just like the Japanese list I showed you, for these bad boys, this card is so good. Just as a defensive card, as a big body as well. KO Shanks, I removed the event. I removed the event to play KO Shanks because if you just look, like I'm not running a lot of bricks. Almost all my cards in my deck list have counter, and it comes up where I want this card is so good where I'm able to remove a body as well as develop my own. It's this card's too good. And then this Shanks, if you're able to get to Tendon safely, like you can see, I have a bunch of 2Ks in this deck. If I'm able to get to like this card safely with a lot of life, this will just wreck a lot of aggressive decks, or it'll mess up people's math to go for game. I like the bad manner kick course. You never know what kind of brick. Sometimes I'm tapped out and I can't divine departure. To divine departure, it's a +3, but it also helps remove a 8k power. It's fantastic. And then, like I said, just 2 Honesty Impacts. So this is my deck. This is with my spice. I think the Honesty Impact is just such a good card. I just have to run it. But if you think about it, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm running. My top end is about 10 cards. It's all searchable with Uta. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't know if you count events as breaks. If not, I'm running only 10 character breaks. And this is really helpful because like everything has counter and it's very defensive. Let me get into some gameplay and let me show you how impactful and how strong this list is. I do want to be clear. This is OPO12 Japanese tier list. Shanks is tier 2. I'm not saying that this Shanks deck is better than purple, blue, or purple green Monkey D. Luffy. Because once these decks high roll and they're able to do what they want to do, I think these two decks just auto win. But Shanks, you are a man. You're a hockey man. And a lot of the times, like Shanks is just so good, such a good tempo deck. You're able to remove while building board. You're able to disrupt your opponent, just make them feel so uncomfortable. This isn't my tier list. I want to make clear, but I want to let my people, like the people I know, like I'm not delusional. I don't want to say that Shanks is the greatest deck of all time. To me, I'm a red player. I love Whitebeard. I love Monkey D. Luffy and OP11. I am excited to find a deck that feels competitive. I love to find a red deck that's competitive. Bello Betty is okay, but I don't like the concept of kind of like triggers. I did like Red Zoro, but I feel like Buggy in the NA format has been running rampant, and it's been making me feel very frustrated. And I'm like, the blue Buggy. The FYI, this tier list is before structure decks. Okay, I don't know how the structure decks impacts the OPO12 meta in Asia, but I want to let you know I'm not delusional. I'm not crazy. I understand, but I think this is the new deck list for Shanks for this meta right now for this UP. And I'm not crazy. Let me show you. Let me show you some games. If I'm able to, I really want to get a UP game in. Fuck, famous Crumbleton. You chose to go first. I keep this hand. Let's play this early. I don't have anything to really play, so I'll just take it. Just build board, poke with 6. Cards actually issued, so I'm just gonna get rid of it now. 6. Let's see. Oh, perfect. I just want to keep building board. Let me get a 2K from the Crumb God himself. I don't know if you guys know, but Crumbleton has been on the rank scene lately, just killing it. It's kind of crazy. So next turn, probably. Nami, he's stacked. I'm just gonna take this. No big deal. Ooh, I'm excited. My hand is pretty set up, so I'm pretty set. And then he's able to leader ability next turn, so I'm just gonna keep poking him. Demand 2 cards. I'm assuming he stacked a Sanji or Big Mom, so he's gonna be able to pop off next turn, but that's gonna be okay. Because I have my answers right here. We'll see. Grab the 2K. Yep. Probably move this, right? Yeah. I think it'll be okay for me just take this 6. So here I can play this Shanks right here, but I'm concerned that he's gonna shove me down to 0. And the Shanks isn't gonna be that impactful. I can go pretty defensive right here, but I'm not able to remove either of those bodies. I don't want him to snowball. So instead, I think my best play is just going to remove 1 with Honesty Impact. I chose the Linlin over the Sanji because once he's able to get a Katakuri, he can restand both. Which is just gonna make me sad. With 4 Dawn, there's not much I can really do with 4 Dawn, so I'm just gonna divvy it up. He has 4 cards, 3 life. He's gonna be able to cycle. Let's see if I'm able to get 2K out of his hand. Yep, and I knew that was there. I'll swing 9, and just so he can't. Oh. It's okay. That card was pretty annoying, so that's good. And I'm sure a lot of the times you guys have to remember, he knew that it was there. He stacked it himself. Let's see again. Muhahaha. Swing 9. I'm just gonna Divine Departure and give him a 1K. At this time, it's late game. I don't think I'm gonna be. I'll have one Dawn open for anything, so I'm gonna be really sad and stressed out if he does another Sanji pudding. Or not Sanji pudding, Sanji into Big Mom. Okay, so Katakuri. And this is where, if he was able to Sanji Big Mom, I think I would be too far ahead. Or too far behind. Too far behind. But in this position, I'm able to just demand some cards. Let's just keep pushing. 3 cards in hand. I just have to make sure I don't die. But having this 1 Shanks developed, these are now 7 and 8k swings, so it's a little bit more manageable. If I had that Yasop that he didn't bottom deck, just poking 6 when he had like 3 cards would have been so nice. He bottom decked it, so he probably cycled for counter. If he swings 6, this is probably going to be the lowest swing, so I'm just going to bid 2k. And just hockey. Give him a Ben Beckman. And then he can go 7. Just 7. Just going to restand. I think it's okay to let it go. Ooh. That Ben Beckman is going to put in a lot of work. Let's just poke 12, see what he does. Block. And we'll do another one. So now this is a 6k. Even if he swings by copying my Shanks ability, this is going to be a 10k. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 cards in hand, 3 life. Let's see. If Crumbleton right here can close it out, then I think he has to go for game here. Just because my bodies are too big. Unless he just wants to dawn up and only jam into one. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what would put me at a disadvantage here. If I take this, I feel like he'll go into board, or I think he can just go for game, so I have to counter out. But by me countering this out, it puts me at risk of him just taking my board, so we'll see. I was so excited to play this card, but if Crumbleton didn't Sanji into Big Mom, and he was only able to play Katakuri early, this card would have came down immediately. He has 8 on. It's okay. Let's force him to go all in on one. I don't know here if he builds board, blockers up, or if he just fully commits on one of my Shanks. With 1 card in hand, can't do anything. And he punches, I'll just happily take. Okay. Just poke here. He has to let it go, it's crazy. So we're gonna go here. I'm at 7k leader now. He has 6 cards in hand. He's flexing that he does have the Gum Gum in his hand. I think I've seen him already play 2. But if you're, Monkey D. Luffy, they're able to look at the top 5. They always have it. I'm just gonna poke face. Let's see what he does here. If he takes, then obviously I'll swing into his life, forcing him to block. If he counters, then I'm able to just swing into that Katakuri, or swing into the rest of Sanji. Yeah, now I swing into the rest of Sanji. See what he's able, if he even blocks or no. Yep, he gives me the Gum Gum Giant. Gives me 3 cards, which is okay. And I'll play this Uta blocker and I'll pass. So I have a blocker, I'm a 7k leader, I have 1 card in hand, 2 life. He has to hit me 3 times with 3 characters. I don't think he's able to kill me this turn. But we'll see if, how he's able to develop. Yep. Just gonna pass. That's why this new Shanks is just so good. 7k, I'm just gonna hockey. I think he... and I might just take this, just to see what I get. Ooh, scary. Let's see. Just test the... do I go for board? Let's go face. It's gonna demand more cards for him to give me if I just go face. And hopefully he either blocks or something. Let's see. He already saw 3 Gum Gums. Oh, this is the 4th Gum Gum. That's crazy. Give me one more. I think it's best just to chase board now. And then based on the cards in my hand, feels bad. I think I'm gonna KO the Sanji only because it's a lot strong. It's 1k stronger than Katakuri's. Not pass. 1 life, 1, 2, 3. And at this time, grab the gear 2. We'll see what he does. I'm kind of in a pickle because my hand size is low, but if I'm able to survive these 3 attacks, I think I'll just be able to go for game. Let's see. Gear 2, he puts the rest on the top. I'm just gonna hockey. Counter 1. I won't hold on to this card just in case. It might come in. I might just have to go down to 0. Let's see. So realistically, I have 4 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think there's a way that I can go for game. This actually might be GG's, but let's see. We'll start with 10. With 1 Dawn up, he doesn't have any Gum Gums. He does have that gear 2. He takes. Let's swing 12. Most likely gonna take. We'll swing another 12, which will block here. Or if he gives me the gear 2, that's 3, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And here he has 4 swings at me. I'm at 0 life. He knows I have that blocker. I have to go for game. As sad as it is, I'm just in a sad position. Just because he's able to Sanji Sanji Big Mom multiple times. Let's see. What's the best way for me to go here? So if I let's see if Uta can be the hero here. So 7, 8, 9. The numbers would be 8 into 9. Oh, and he does have that gear too. So he's taunting me. Let's see. It's gonna be GG. Oh, very nice. I guess he didn't have it. And we'll just go. Wow, you got me. Well, that's one of the. Alright, guys. I got a GP game going on. I'm just in Discord with a couple of guys. Playing against Kush is my clone. Let's see. Like I said earlier, this is like a pretty favorite matchup. I just need to get to 10 safely. So let's see. Ooh. I can grab this early. Let's just grab it early. I'll just pass. Let's go from there. If we're able to safely get to Shanks, we just win. I'll just take the first hit, no big deal. Just poke 6. I like playing the Hongo because I'm going to be setting up for Ben Beckman in the future. And then Yasab just because he does become a 6k leader. This is just going to help me hit him in the face for free. 8k. It's fine. I can take an 8. Let me just ruin this guy's day real quick. He's a 6k leader. I can still poke. I got another one. Good thing I was able to remove the first one. Playing for. Let's use. He can't swing again unless he's gonna swing 6 here, but that's no problem. Grab the Luffy Taro. I really want a Ben Beckman. Let's see. No Ben Beckman, but that's okay. I actually should have grabbed the 2k versus this Lucky Roo, but that's okay. We'll leave one up. Even though we don't have the Divine Departure, he knows that we played it. So we can just leave one up just to flex real quick. Very good. 6 or 7. I'm just gonna give him a 2k. 6. I don't know if he's probably gonna swing 7 at me. But I could be wrong. So I'll just counter out early from this one. And then if he goes 8, yep, I'll take the 8. Which is perfect. Let's see. I got options. I think this Shanks is just so much more impactful early. So I'll just drop it here. And then I can just swing 5 right here. And then I can move this Dawn and swing 7 into 5. Just punch face. Punch, punch, punch. My hand is pretty good on 2Ks. Honestly, all I need is really one of these Shanks to just kind of win. Swinging 6. He has a lot of barrages, so I'm just gonna give him this 2k. Swing 7. He has 5 Dawn. I'm not sure what he's gonna play for 5 Dawn. He has a blocker here. He has a bunch of cards. Let's counter out this one first. Swing 7. I'll use a 7. He's most likely going to play another blocker. Yeah. He's going to 7 Dawn. So if he rush Luffy's me, next turn he goes to 7, rush Luffy, Leer ability, he can go 8-8. I don't think he kills me here, so I will do my best to kind of control board. So we'll start off with, you know what, I think it's okay. This might be kind of BM, but let's just drop this big boy down. We can move this Dawn here. We can transition minus this even more, so this can kind of become a pseudo blocker. I haven't seen a Ben Beckman all day, so like this been kind of just sitting there. Just punch face. Yeah, this can be kind of a pseudo blocker. It's kind of game over. Even if he has Rush Luffy with 7 Dawn, his whole board is minus 2 right here. So this is a 5k body. So most likely he can just go 6 and double 6s. Regardless that we can just use this early, just minus that, and we can just give it 2k. It's pretty much game over. Even though you know it's kind of mapped out, you still want to counter out this 6k one because you don't want him to jam 8 into your face and mess up the counter situation. But this 7k body with the -2, -3, it's 4k. And we can just take it, see what he does from here. And then luckily we just have, yeah. GG's. Let me just type GG's. Oh, now we got a black purple Luffy. I gotta go second. This is gonna be great. Let's see if I can find my pieces. It's not looking good. I'm pretty bricked up, but it's okay. Like I said, this new Shanks is pretty defensive. I still think of this matchup same as GP. Like it doesn't matter. Just keep punching in their face. Punch, punch, punch. Now we're looking. Them going first is pretty tough because yeah, they're able to play the Beer Luffy right away, which makes their leader a 7k. Oh, but the fun fact, I need to be at 5 or more Dawn in order for them to become a 7k leader. That's like the one thing that kind of makes it fair. Which, God bless, I have Honesty Impact to be able to answer the Beer Luffy. Let's see. I'm going to 8 Dawn. They're at 8 Dawn. A part of me wishes they could play Katakuri, so I have a turn to play this. If they don't play Katakuri, then I could play Yasa. 7/7 seems pretty good. I might just guard this out so we need jam into this again. Yeah, we'll let that one go. It's a original power, so I can't pop this unfortunately. Ooh, if I had an Otama. If I had an Otama. So the reason why I went here is because he had a lot of card size, and if I swing 9 at his face, he's probably just going to take it. By me swinging at the Sanji, instead of him placing a card, he has to at least give me two cards, and he gave me a 2k, 1k blocker. Let's see. Not bad. So if I'm at 10, he played the Katakuri. So now I can play this for 6. But at 10 Dawn with this much health, I think this card is good. I'm just gonna take. Oh no! I'm just gonna take to have them turn that. I'm gonna use Haki. Counter 1. I think we'll go more defensive here. And I think we'll just swing 8/8 to the 6. Perfect, and then we'll just go 8 at life. It's mostly gonna take if he's if he's looking for something, he's gonna take. If he had counter, he'd probably just block 1. So this kind of worked out. Now I'm a 7k with a big body. At this point, I think it can go. There's only one card I'm kind of scared of, and that's gonna be like the 9-cost Luffy. Speak of the devil. Get punched 10 in the face. But I'm at 7, 8, 9, 10, so I got Haki. I might take the first 10. Oh, it's 11. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's not worth it, I'll just take. Divine Departure. This is 6 Dawn, leaves me with 4, 8. He's leaving that 1 because that's Gum Gum for sure. I like this Shanks. It's giving me the opportunity to be more defensive. Let's just go. I should have swung 7. So I can leave 2 Dawn for my double Divine Departure. He just took. Let's go 10. He should block Gum Gum if he has it. He goes down to 0. That's kind of scary. Oh, okay. He's most likely gonna go for game. But luckily, I have a blocker. In my head, he's telegraphing he's gonna drop the 6k Luffy. Oh no, he's not. The double swing Luffy. I don't know why he went down to 0 unless he's pretty bricked up. It makes sense. The Sanji is gonna help him cycle. This chopper is kind of annoying because it just rests a Dawn. I think it also rests the character, right? So Dawn -2 rests up to 1 of your opponent's Dawn card or character that costs 1 or less. Okay. It was just hockey 1. Are you going here? So I'll just block. I think I just need to try to stay healthy. So here, we'll just swing 7. I feel like it's a free block. Jeez, lol. This should be a free block, and then when I swing like 11, 11, no. All 2 keys in my hand. LOL. Interesting. Okay. We're just gonna punch. Punch. The reason he should block. A part of me feels like he has Gum Gum. He hasn't played it yet, but he just blocks there. I'm gonna leave 3 because he did show me that he has this chopper, which would be very annoying for me to have no divine departures, just end up being bricks. Very good that he's able to whiff on this law. I mean, good for me, bad for him. Which is kind of crazy because Law should be able to find a lot of things, Straw Hat and Heart Pirate wise. So I'm assuming he must have whiffed on. It must have been like Katakuri or some kind of event. That's okay. This can die. I'm really curious what's in his hand. 5 cards. He cycled a few bricks when he played the Frankie. No blocker, we'll just do that. No blocker, we'll just do another divine departure. I'm a 7k, so I just minus this just to minus it. It doesn't matter. If he decides, yeah, we'll just eat this. He doesn't have any blockers. This is basically GG. Let's start off with a 10. Start with a 10 to see how he reacts. Block. Yeah, I think he's playing like this because he knows it's game over. Let's see the Gum Gum. He's been flexing all day. He played a Gum Gum, pierced a Gum Gum, gave me a 2k. And then we'll just do that to make him sad. Yeah. I think he was pretty bricked up with a bunch of the Gum Gum Giants. I think that's what might have happened. Just do a quick join. Let's see. Let's see who joins the lobby. Right on. I'm going second. It's always good to see Uta early. Let's keep. Not bad. Let's Uta to some top end. These past couple games, I just been like not seeing any of my top end. As much as it's gonna be nice to play Lucky Roo on curve, I'm just gonna grab my Shanks. I'm sick of not seeing my top end, especially since I only run 3, 3, 4. Just going to play the Hongo swing 6. Reason why I'm playing the Hongo, it does -2. So I'm setting up the turn if I'm able to bend Beckman, maybe a Katakuri. So we'll see. So just playing the Hongo early. The only card that's gonna make me like sad is if they see the God Thread. Yep. Well, sometimes there's situations that we cannot play around certain cards. We just have to continue setting up. I miss. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Initially, I thought I misplayed because he has 2 Dawn up. Because I thought he might be able to play Thunder Bagua because he has 7, so he'd go 7 into 8 for him to be able to leader ability. But he's at too much life, so swinging 7, we're a-okay here. We're kind of mapping out, so I'm gonna play a body here. Because he's going into the 9 Dawn turn. If he 9 Dawns like Big Mom or Katakuri, I could just honestly impact it away. So right here I'm just looking for a 2k, which he gave it to me. I'm a little surprised there. I'm gonna play Lucky Roo. 3 cards, he's going into 9 Dawn, so if he does Big Mom, he's losing, he's gonna be at 2 cards, and I'm gonna transition to 8 Dawn. So depending on what he does is gonna depend on my response. If he plays the Katakuri, I can just bend Beckman away with Otama. If he plays a 9 Mom, I'm just gonna honestly impact it away. Oh, what? Did you set that up? How did you know? How did you know? Oh, perfect. This is perfect. So I'm just gonna remove that. Swing 7. He's gonna take at this point. There's no way that he counters. This is perfect because I'm able to find both my top end. He's most likely gonna develop a body, but I'm just gonna be able to control Alt Delete with this Shanks. He's probably processing what just happened with the Honesty Impact. Yeah, most likely take. And I'm at 6 life, so I'm happy to take some hits right now. Let's see. If he's able to sign... yeah, if he's able to Sanji Big Mom again, like I might be very behind if that happens. Ooh, okay. Oh. He might be trying to starve me. Which is okay. Very interesting tactic that he's trying to starve me. The reason, because he's starving me, I'm just gonna bomb Shanks to remove one. Because I don't want him to red rock this one, because this one gives me so much value. And I'm happy to take 2 hits. Not happy to take 3 hits. It's gonna be good. It's a 10. Let's take that one. Ooh, I do like this Shanks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have to give him 3 cards. No, thank you. Oh, he forgot to restand. He forgot to restand, which is okay. 6 cards. I'm just gonna punch this one. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, okay. Punch. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's odd to me that he protected this one, but he let the other one go. He was able to get a giant this time. Oh, wow. Oh, I see what he was trying to do. He was trying to punch me so he can putting me. No problem here. 7, 7, 8. I'm going to counter this one. And then, like I said, I like this combo right here. So I'm going to hold on to this 2K. I'll take this one. What are you gonna do, good sir? Oh, I do know he has the gums. He has a brick in his hand, but I think he's just trying to push me to game. So let's see. 7. How strong is this? This is an 8K. So I can double blocker here. So let's swing this first. I think he should let this go. I think because his hand size is so low, it doesn't make sense for him to guard out a lot of these lives. So I think he's chilling. And I think because he put that bong clay there and I have these big bodies, I think he's assuming that he's in a very safe position. But these Utas are just too done. They're fantastic. So I'm 7K leader. I have 2 blockers. I have 1 life. I'm in a really comfortable position right now. And my body's just so big. So if he wants to, like, at this point, pick no cards. So it's probably like a bunch of Katakuris, Big Moms, and maybe a God Thread that he had the bottom deck, which is always frustrating. At this point in the game, because if he wants to drop the big bodies, he can't answer my big bodies. My bodies are just so much bigger. And my opponent is conceding. He wants a rematch. At this point, I'm way too ahead. And you know what? We can do a rematch. That's okay. Let's rematch. Oh, and he disconnected. Alright, but that's okay. That's just one of the games. Shanks is really strong. He's able to keep up. He's able to remove. Blue purple needs to develop, like double develop, and then double develop a way to take the game away. But hopefully, watching some of these gameplays, it just gives you a little bit insight on how this deck operates. Shanks is still very strong. It's not tier 1 because you can see how UP can just constantly develop 2 9-cost bodies. But if we're able to go second, if we're able to continue to build board, our top end is just so strong. Being able to delete a body, being able to minus 1K to everything, developing a 10K body while making yourself a 7K leader, honesty impact, being able to remove a big body. This is just deletes Katakuris. Like this deck, we can build our board with tempo while removing their bodies. Playing this build, I haven't missed the Rayleigh, I haven't missed the Nuke Gate. I haven't seen the Silver's Rayleigh actually in making this video. This is a really great card when I play in person, but for consistency's sake, I might drop the Rayleigh, add more Yasops, and maybe add another minus Shanks because this card is just so good. Well, this is my video. I hope you really enjoyed my Shanks breakdown, my Shanks gameplay, and you give this deck a try. I really do think this is the best OP11 build out there right now, and this is probably the build I'm probably gonna take into OP12. There is new OP12 Shanks like this one right here. that we can like add into OP12, where it's a blocker. It's a 4/6 blocker. On your opponent's turn, once per turn, I may trash one card from my hand and give one of my opponent's character leader minus 2k power during the turn. So this is double hockey. So I can trash a card, I can trash a brick, give it minus 2k. I can hockey another -1. Especially with GP being relevant, we can like minusing 2k a character can be pretty strong. And this card is coming out too. We'll see in the future how much more we can cook with this Shanks list. But once again, I really do appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please give me your thoughts and opinions of this deck. If you appreciate the format of this deck, please let me of this video, please let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that things that all the YouTubers say, but I really do appreciate it. If you just leave a comment, tell me if you enjoyed my video and if there's other things I can do to improve. Ibuprofen out.